Food for thought is defined as anything that provides mental stimulus for thinking, cognitive content, intellectual nourishment. What happens when the mental food we eat is unhealthy, dangerous, in some cases poisonous? We attempt to answer this question through a series of interviews with those who have survived life in the street and walked away with the understanding of exactly what led them there: bad food.
Baby J from the Bronx. What it was like, she was rough, man. We had the crack era. I mean, the dope, that shit was kind of like fading out, but that crack era was stupid. So that kind of like, that made everything difficult in a lot of families and households. So motherfuckers who came up in that era was kind of like turning into savages. Motherfuckers had to eat. So as a youngin' coming up in that era, a lot of people, I noticed a lot of people, families, they had somebody who was a drug addict. Could have been a mother, uncle. I mean, it was a family member. Mostly everybody got touched by that shit. And that shit fucked up a lot of households. I mean, mine's, personally, I dealt with it. So that kind of like molded me into the person I became. Shit was fucked up. Niggas stealing shit out the crib and all that. And basically, what it did for me was made me become independent. It made me a hustler, a go-getter. I learned how to take care of myself. So, I mean, not in the beginning. In the beginning, it wasn't like that because remember, you still kind of young, so school is where everybody's at. So even if your ass wasn't going to class, you still was going to school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least for me, that's how it was. Everybody was at school. So I done went and hustled up and got this new outfit. I'm wearing that shit to school because that's where everybody at. I want to go walk through the hallway and show my ass. You know what I mean? Like, niggas, I'm doing my 1-2s right now. That was the streets, man. It was people in the street. It was where I was living on Townsend at that time, and 176, and that's when you had a lot of Spanish dudes, the Cubans, and the Dominican dudes. They was getting a lot of money. I mean, on that block when I was coming up, and that's when the motherfuckers was wearing fila suits and filas and all that. You know what I mean? Them niggas was nice chains. That's when they had the big name plates and all that shit. So I remember all that growing up and going to school. I would see other kids would have it and I didn't have it. So, when you coming up, kids is horrible, man. Like, they'll brag to tag the shit out of you. Snap on you all day if your shit ain't right. They're relentless. So, with that being said, that made me like, nah, you can't be talking about me like that. I gotta get my shit together. Or it even gets worse. Sometimes you mean like a little girl. Damn, girls got everything. Girls always got something to do with something. It may be a girl you like. She ain't trying to fuck with you. You running around looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just you, per se, also, like, you want to look nice. Everybody else looking nice. You the only dude out the crew looking all fucked up. Nah, everybody mom's buying them shit. Your mother ain't buying you nothing. That shit kind of bothers you. So as a kid growing up, it does affect you. And it makes you start moving differently. Some kids, I done seen dudes turn into straight animals because of that. Start robbing and stealing all the time. Just straight fucking kleptomaniacs. These niggas always got to take something. You know what I mean? So yeah, that shit plays a big part when you growing up. That leads to a whole lot of other things. That leads to a world that someone introduces you to that world. And once you become part of that world, you start to see things in a different light. So now, it makes you become somebody you always were, or it molds you into something else. Because some people already have that beast inside them. It just takes something to wake them up. And being out there on them streets, at that time, black on black crime was at its highest peak. I remember because I was there. I was kind of involved doing dumb shit. And basically a motherfucker showed you the ropes. And it was about how strong he was. If he was real strong, then remember, you the e-hole, you the underling, so you want to be just like him, or you striving to be better than him. So you got to do something iller than what he did. So, for example, he got this block and he got that block. You want to have the whole strip. So now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get this block and that block and the other block. Matter of fact, I'm going to have all these and the whole flow going to come through here. So in order for you to do that, you got to start committing violent acts. You got to get rid of people. People that just ain't going to come to you. You got to tell niggas they can't pump here, all that. I remember all that. What color top you got, all that. You couldn't be out here with that, my man. Get the fuck out of here. Who you pumping for? Oh, nah. Get out of here with that. I remember all that. It was like that. So that shit turned. I seen dudes that I went to school with that was dead pussy. I seen him 2 years later. He got motherfuckers scared to death. And what he done did? He done stabbed the shit out of nigga. He done did something. He done committed some type of violent act that made motherfuckers respect him. Motherfuckers respect violence. Even now, at this day and age, motherfuckers respect violence, man. It's both. Sometimes it's both. I mean, for me, it was both because I was always good in school. I wasn't no knucklehead like that. I mean, I was smart. But my situation called for me to, I had to get some money. My father was getting high. Mama Love was trying to do the best she could. Shit was rough, man. So I would go to school and cut. I'm out. The flow about to come, nigga. It's almost 1 o'clock. I got a mid-afternoon rush. I got to make that. I got to get these couple of dollars. I need these new motherfucking flights that came out. You know what I mean? The Alpha Force done dropped. I got to get those. You know what I'm saying? Like, with me, it was like that. And basically, I started fucking with the wrong dudes, man. And these niggas just, I can't even blame it on them because I made the decisions, but when you dealing with certain people who, well, basically everybody being taught the wrong shit. Because whoever taught him, they taught him to be a savage. So he's going to teach you to be a savage because this is what he was taught. So it's being transferred down. So I was dealing with some people and them niggas turned me out, man. I went crazy. And once I felt that power, that shit was addictive. When I backed that thing out, the power. And you know I ain't playing with you. That shit was addictive. I'm young, I'm getting a couple of dollars. Shorties is feeling, you can't tell me shit right now. I don't want to hear what you talking about. Go ahead, go that way with that shit. You're some young blood, you should, man, get out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. Because this is what I was taught. Ain't nobody tell me finish school and go get a job. He just told me we gotta get this money, man. We gotta eat right now. How you gonna eat? Chinese food and chicken wings, that shit cost a couple of dollars. That shit was like $5 maybe back then for the whole meal. How you getting that? You ain't got no job, you gotta get out here and shake and bake. Your mama ain't giving you that money because she trying to hold everything together to pay the rent. Or she might be on food stamps. The food stamps ain't come yet. You gotta eat. We gotta do what we gotta do. So, fuck school. I'm going to get me this money and do what needs to be done. And then after a while, the kid start becoming the motherfucking ruler of the household because he bringing in the money. So now everybody looking up to JJ's. Little JJ bringing in that couple of dollars more. Hey, uncles, everybody down with me now. Hey, nephew, was good. Let me hold $20. It becomes like that. You not asking them no more. They asking you. But that was a decision that we made because we said, fuck school, I'm going to go catch that afternoon flow. But if the things that I know now, had I known that, if I'd have known half of what I know back then, I would be a much better person. I would be bigger than what I am. I would be living much better. My family would be living much better because my whole train of thought would be different. And I would have took a whole different route. Even with the couple of dollars we made, we could have went a whole different route. But nobody taught us that shit. That was something that we had to learn on our own. After we woke up, after you done did 2 beds, 3 beds, then you wake up. Now you like, damn, I can't move like that. You started reading up on shit, learning how to get involved, invest your money and all that. Before, you wasn't thinking about nothing. I know I wasn't. I wasn't thinking about none of that shit. I ain't give a fuck. Who? What? I don't trust that shit. Them crackers lying. They just trying to rob you and take your money. You know, that's how they train us to think. Yeah, that's what you gotta think different now. I wanted to be a rapper. I've been rhyming since I was like fucking maybe 12, 11, 12, one of them years. Started writing my own shit. That was my shit. Doing talent shows as a little kid in school, all that. I did all that, but you start getting involved in the streets and you start dealing with other people. I realized other people plant bad seeds in your head because they don't have nothing going on for themselves, or they don't have that talent, or they don't have a dream to try to pursue. So they try to take yours from you. You can't do that. You wasting your time with that shit. Come on over here, man. We got a bunch of money in the gambling spot over here. You about to go up in there and take some of these niggas' money. I want to go over here to the studio and rhyme. Nah, man, come on, man. We going over here, man. What's the name of them in there? They got 4,000 in there, man. Come on, man. Fuck that shit, man. You like, word? That's a lot of money to a nigga who fucking 13, 14 years old. Word? Alright, come on. So that kind of like deterred me. It was a struggle. It always was a struggle. Shit. I caught my first case. I think I was like 14. Got knocked with a hammer. Yeah, I was 14. Yeah, I did a year for that. And then that was it. That kind of like broke the ice. Yeah, it was a strike. I looked at it like, alright, I got knocked or whatever. I'm good. Like, I already knew what I was getting from the people I'm running with. They schooling me already. They letting me know what's going on. If you get jammed up, the most that's gonna happen to you is you're gonna get a year. This is your first time. You young. You under 16. You know, all the niggas manipulate the shit out you. Now you run around with this big ass hammer on you all day, ready to dump on anything. Anytime he give you the word, you ready to dump on something. You trigger happy and shit. That was when I was 14. After that, my whole life changed. And at 14, my whole life changed. That's when I started going crazy. So I've been going crazy since I was 14. I think about it, I said, that's sad. Looking at it now, that's a damn shame. At 14, you still supposed to be a kid. You still supposed to be into school, sports, and shit like that. I was knee deep in the street. I'm trying to get me a motherfucking Sergio Tacchini suit. I'm trying to get me the latest rope, motherfucking EPMD link, shit like that. My mind was on things like that at that age. I wasn't thinking about none of that other shit. I ain't give a fuck about a Nintendo. I bought that shit for my brother to play. My brother was 5 years younger than me. That's his game. Bought that shit for him. Daddy stole that shit too. That's how real it was. I don't regret nothing though. Cause all them experiences made me who I am today. I could look back at everything and don't feel ashamed. Cause it made me who I am today. I just took it and ran with it and embraced it. Because a lot of motherfuckers can't go through what I went through and still be here and still be a strong motherfucker. A lot of niggas fold like beach chairs under pressure. let them crackers destroy them and make them, they can't even come home no more. That wasn't the case with me. I'm still here. Same neighborhoods I grew up in. I could walk through all these hoods. Motherfuckers know me. What's good? That's a good dude right there. Yo, Jay, what up? What up? What up? I'm good. Because the rules and principles and morals that motherfuckers instilled in me when I was young, I lived by them. I really lived by them shits. But I see some of the same people who instilled them in me, them motherfuckers ain't follow the same rules that they was giving out. But that's a whole nother topic. My longest bid was a dime. I did 17 years altogether. But the longest one was the dime. But the hardest one was the last one. That's because I was a little older and a lot of people wasn't around no more that used to take care of me. Or some of them was fed up. Like, nigga, you keep going to jail for. So, but that first bid, that year was light. But when I did that dime, that shit felt like I was never going home sometime. You see niggas going home, you're like, damn, when the fuck I'm gonna go home? You go to the bar, them niggas keep deucing you and shit. Only real motherfuckers that been through shit know exactly what I'm talking about. Them 24 months be hurting. 24. I met a motherfucker, man, and he's a good dude, too. He's a good dude. His name, I ain't even gonna say his name. I ain't gonna make him hot. But I met this dude, and the age that I was at that time, I think I was like 23 then, when I met him. That was how many years he had in. So he had my whole life in prison. And this nigga still was out there playing basketball and all that shit. Like, he still could relate. He never lost touch. But it was him who made me snap out of that fucking moping and being stressed all the time. Because I said, this motherfucker been in jail. My whole life, he's been in prison. I ain't even do half of what he did yet. And I'm sitting here crying. Let me snap out of this shit. And I got a lot of respect for that man for that. Because he opened my eyes to it, like, your world is not over. This is time you're supposed to be using to build yourself up. So when you go home, you be a better person. And you be free and move different. And go after things you never went after before. Because now you know better. You know what I'm saying? And from that bit right there, it was long and it hurted. But when I came home, I was like a fucking puppy let out the cage. You know how you have a dog trap? When you let that motherfucker out, he running all over the place going crazy? That's how I was. So everything I learned, I kind of forgot at the beginning. Came home gripping up, going crazy again. Like I was still fucking a teenager. And you know, things was still a little different back then. So you could still shake and bake and get a couple of dollars. There was still money out here. And that's what I did. In result, they got a place for you when you don't know how to act right. You know what, my man? You going back over here. You gonna get your ass over here. Take these 7 years, nigga. Let's see how you feel about this now. So now it's like, damn, I'm getting old, man. I gotta sit down. These bitches tearing a nigga up. Your family start dying on you and shit. All your bitches leaving you. You know, you in jail too much. There's other niggas out here in their face. They ain't down with you like that. So, with all that shit break you, man. You like, I gotta stop this shit. I mean, that's if you could think. Because some niggas is just savages. They don't care. Some people just revolving door, go back and forth. But I realized it was over for me. That last bit broke the camel's back. I said, nah, I gotta sit down. I gotta move different. I know a bunch of other motherfuckers who don't never go to jail. They ain't soft. Nobody's questioning their gangsterism. They ain't going to jail. These are the type of people I need to be around. So I had to change my whole setting of people that I was dealing with. Then I started dealing with people in corporate worlds. Started dealing with women that had jobs and shit, good jobs, and just about things, period. You know, trying to move forward in life. Not no hood booger bitches who just worry about drinking and smoking and going to the club. And I met bitches that had careers and all that. that right there helped me. And it changed me. It made me grow. It made me grow up and be a fucking man and come out here and do what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So jail is out of the question for me at this point in my life. I did all that already. I don't have nothing to prove. Fuck them. Only way I'm going back is if them completely violate. There's no other alternative. That's it. Other than that, man, whatever. You can say what you want to say about me. I ain't worried about you, my man. You ain't find yourself yet, because if you was, you wouldn't be worried about me. So everything you learn from the street, when you take it to the new world that you become involved with, you realize that these same tactics is useful. These same methods and all that you used before, you could use it there. You just gotta know how to apply it. And it'll work for you. The same way you manipulate this motherfucker over here, the same way you do it on the job. The same way you could read him and see he's a piece of shit, you do that shit at work. And stay away from him. So that's what that helps you at, but it also makes you a go-getter. So it don't matter. It doesn't matter whatever endeavor you're pursuing. You going straight for the gusto because that's what you know. You're not lazy. I know for one thing, a motherfucker who really run them streets, he ain't lazy. He ain't waiting for nothing to come to. He getting up early. That motherfucker could have went to sleep at 4. He gonna be up at 7, back outside. Same way when you use them same tactics when you in the working world. Same shit. You might be up late. Your ass gonna be up to go get that money. You chasing that bag. So that's what that. I mean, for me, that's what it did for me. I never been a lazy motherfucker. The music, everything has influenced them on some whole other shit. First of all, everybody using drugs now. When we was coming up, drugs was a no-no. Ain't no getting high. Yeah, you might smoke a little weed or some shit. That was as far as we was going. None of that, all them pills and them, wasn't no, nah, that was never the thing. So it's not a me out there because his mind is already altered. None of us was doing none of that shit. We was about a couple of dollars. A nigga might buy a beer or drink some Cisco. You know, other than that, we wasn't really doing too much. If you drunk anything outside of that, it's because an older person gave it to you. You wasn't going buying that shit. We didn't care about that shit. We was worried about buying the latest game out, fucking new sneakers, the new coats. This nigga got a stopwatch. I gotta give me a stopwatch or I'm gonna take his. Things like that. That's what we was worried about. We wasn't using no drugs and all that shit like that. And the motherfuckers who was, they grew up to be straight fiends. And that's what we know them as all our life. So you was on this side or you was on that side. We was going to use you for you to get other fiends, or you was going to be one of us and be one of the go-getters. That's how it was. Now, everybody using drugs. I don't know what the fuck this is. Everybody want to pop pills and think that shit is cool. We rolling. Bitch, I might be. Fuck out of here. Nah, we ain't. Nigga, you supposed to be on point. You ain't supposed to be all. You bugging out. Nah, that ain't the move. Is don't let motherfuckers encourage you to do some dumb shit where you know in the back of your mind that's dumb. If you know or you feel like you want to do that, do it. Go with your gut. Never go against your gut. Always go with your gut instinct. Because that's your inner spirit telling you something. It's telling you that this shit is wrong. Don't do it. But we always go do it anyway and it fucks your whole life up. I know from experience. I wasn't supposed to go over here, but I went anyway. And I ain't come home till fucking another decade. So, I would say that to the young youth. Know what you want to do in life. Get your shit together now while you young. Don't worry about partying and all that shit. That shit gonna be there. That's not going nowhere. Get the bag first. Once you get the bag, the world is yours. You can have everything. You can have all the cars, all the bitches. Whatever you fancy is yours because you got the bag for it. That's my advice. Go to school, nigga. Go to college while you young. Do all that shit while you young. Before you 25, you be established. If you do it right, your ass will be established by the time you're 25. 25 is when your life is really just starting. Your eyes is really starting to wake up when you're 25. So that's my advice. Chase that bag. Get to the bag. Everything else gonna come. Don't worry about what's going on now. The little girls, the little boyfriends, don't worry about them niggas. There's gonna be some other motherfuckers there later. Get to the bag. Once you get to the bag, everything else gonna fall into place.